Welcome everybody to the bonus training of our VIP challenge. Let's get started. I have come on early as usual just to make sure that I can do my checks so that everything is working properly. So for those of you who are already here with me, sit back, relax, get yourself ready, and let's get into the mood of an exciting day. So here we go. Hey Guna, hey Mika, hey Kaspar, hey Deline. Hey Shani, hey Vanessa, hey Rita, hey Rashod, hey Nikki, hey Diana, hey Ridhima, Bibi, Meg, Janice, Ricotti, Petir, hey Petir, Nali, May, Anna, Malane, Mona, Kevu, Jitendra. Nice. Welcome, 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 everybody. I'm super excited for you all to be here on our pre-training. And we have the most exciting program coming up for our VIP training. I cannot say how excited I am. Literally, this challenge, like some of you may have been on my previous challenges, this challenge is gonna be super lit. Just to say it in modern terms, super lit. It's gonna be absolutely fantastic because this challenge I have brand new designed with the aim to give you guys a behind the scenes look of our business so that you can copy and paste the strategies into your own business. Or if some of you may have never started business before, you're completely new to this, then it gives you that idea of how do 7-figure businesses run that are changing lives all around the world, that have automation in place, and that can allow you to build that freedom lifestyle through a VIP business, so that you have the idea, you have the awareness, and you also have the strategies to back you up to get started by shortcutting your way to success. And I'm super excited about this. I've literally never done something like this before. So yeah, I am thrilled to do this. And I just want to say, I'm super excited to have you guys here. By far, not everybody is here because a lot of people were not aware of this bonus training because the challenge is only starting on Tuesday, so in 2 days' time. But because it was such a, it is such a ambitious challenge. So it's a challenge where I really am looking to see you guys get results. 3 days is quite short. So I actually thought, let's have an extra session here today with you guys. That's why I said it's mandatory, so that I can already prepare you guys, give you guys everything which I find important for eager business owners to have. Or business people who want to start in business, to basically, give you the whole, basically as much as possible, get my brain to your brain so that you have, like, we're on the same page. And then when the challenge starts, we can literally make some magic, and we can get started and allow you guys to understand when I show you some behind the scenes of our business, that oh yeah, this is this, that is that, and that you're not like, well, what's this? I have no idea what it is, right? So it's basically to give you this extra insight and to level you up straight away and to get some results. So I do have a question for you before we start. And because, like I said before, this challenge is not for everybody. And I want to make this clear, okay? This challenge is not for everybody. You have to be of a certain kind of mindset and spirit for this challenge to be something for you. And I'm saying this for a very important reason. A lot of the times we have people who are snooping around free stuff here and there, like, oh, free training, let's check it out. And then after, let's say, a few minutes, they drop out and like, oh, it's not my thing, or whatever. So I want to make it clear and fair to you guys. Is that okay? Is it okay if I'm honest? Because I don't like to go around the bush and, sugar. Well, I do sugarcoat things sometimes, but I mean, I just want to be honest with you, and I want to be real with you so we can get results fast. If you guys are okay with that, comment below and say, let's go. Okay? If you're okay with me being honest, being real, being to the point, so that we don't have to waste time. Like, I don't like to waste your time. I most definitely don't like to waste my own time. Okay? So I just want to get to the point and allow you guys to get the most out of this. So like I said, a lot of the time we see people, they join a challenge from the beginning. They are there on the first day and they're like, yeah, super exciting. I'm going to do this, blah, 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 blah. And then one day later, they're gone. Now, if you are that type of person who just dips in a toe and then just, gets scared and runs away, then don't even start it. Yeah, I'm going to be to the point. If you, on the other end, are a person who is really, and I've checked your survey, by the way, if you're a type of person who wants to help people, you love to help people, that's number one, okay? Prerequisite number one, you love to help people. Number two, you like making money. Because some people don't like making money, then this is not your challenge. I'm going to share with you things that make money, okay? So the first thing, do you like helping people? Number two, do you like making money? Number three, are you a VIPer? And what do I mean by that? Are you a VIPer? By VIPer, I mean, are you a person who is serious, who is dedicated, and who has a success mindset and runs through the finish line? And this is an important thing because like I said before, a lot of the time we have people joining our trainings, they're there for a minute and then they're gone. And it doesn't benefit anybody because if you are that type of person, if you are a VIPer, if you are a person who has the mindset to say, hey, when I start something, I finish it. When I start something, I go full out. You either go full out or you go home, right? It's either reasons or results. There's no room for both of it. So my question to you is, do you like to help people? Do you love to make money? And are you a VIPer? Are you serious? Because let me tell you one thing. If you are serious, if you are dedicated, if you are a VIPer, what it means is that we're going to be in a lot of fun. And not just you guys and me, all of us together. Because let me tell you one thing, and I want you to start writing things down already. We're doing this, it's called accelerated learning. I'll explain in a bit. But I want you guys to comment below and say, if you want to go fast, go alone. But if you want to go far, go together. Okay, this is an African proverb. Let me say this again. If you want to go fast, go alone. If you want to go far, go together. And that is why I'm being blunt with you guys from the beginning onwards, saying, hey, I don't want people who just play around but don't finish things. I want you to be serious. I'm going to invest my time in you guys to be able to give you a behind the scenes look of how you make awards like this, which is a Two Comma Club award, right? We got this for making 1 million online, and it's like one of the many millions. And it's going to be serious. But why is this important? Not just for me. Why is this important for you and for the whole community here on this challenge together? The reason is that you will see, if this is your first challenge, you will experience this and you'll be like, wow, this is amazing. For those of you who've been on our challenges before, you know the vibe. You know the energy that people bring when they come together. And just imagine this for a second. You're here on a challenge with a whole group of fantastic VIP mindset people who come together to make change, who come together to create results, who come together to help people, who come together to make money. Why is that such an incredible energy? It is because together, you guys will support each other. Together, you guys will encourage each other. Together, you will see that step by step, even throughout the 3 days of the challenge, or let's say 5 days starting today, right? You will see change and shift if this energy and dedication is right. Now, if you're with me, if you understand these principles of energy, if you understand and are ready to make this challenge the best thing that ever happened to you in in sense of a lifestyle change, then comment below and say, I am a VIPer. Okay, comment that below. I am a VIPer. Because what that means is that you're going to be here and you're going to invest in yourself. Okay, you're going to invest in yourself. You're going to set aside the time of the training and you're going to be there full out. Now, today I was doing a live, Facebook Live on my page, and amazing superstar Jitendra, who is on here right now, he said to me, are you strict for your students? And I say, yes, I am super strict for my students. And a lot of the time people don't know that about me, because when they see me on social media, they see me smile, they see me be so happy. They'll be like, oh, you're so sweet, right? And yes, I am sweet. But I want you guys to get results. So if I'm going to be here and say like, oh, yes, all good, then you're not going to get results. I'm not talking about, oh, I'm going to, let's say, sprinkle some fairy dust and you're going to be a bit more happy. No, of course, happiness and togetherness, vision, purpose, those are beautiful byproducts of what we're going to do here. But I'm talking about you seeing results in your perspective of life. I'm talking about you seeing results in the awareness that you can be your own boss. I'm talking about results that you actually have actionable steps to go and create that lifestyle right now. And it doesn't matter if you already have a business, because these strategies you can implement in your currently existing business. And it doesn't matter if you are completely new, completely green, you've never done these things before. You can use these strategies and get started right away. And that's what I'm talking about. Because those of you who know me, you guys can testify for this. When we're talking business, we don't like to be like, oh, business, like difficult stuff. No, business is easy. The steps that are involved are easy. But the thing is, do you dare to step outside of your comfort zone to implement it and to actually go and get the results? The steps are easy. Just like, let me give you this example, right? If you're talking about how do you get fit, right? How do you get some good biceps and six pack and everything? If you think about it, are the strategies difficult? Not at all. The strategies are mind your diet and exercise. Those are the only two strategies. And it doesn't matter which body type you are, doesn't matter which background you are, doesn't matter which age you are, those are the strategies. But why is it that most people don't get the results? Why is it that most people aren't the fittest or the healthiest of people? It's because it requires the mindset to continuously take those steps. So my question to you is, I'm going to share the steps with you, just like you now know, and you probably already know for as long as you are on this planet, what the strategy is to get fit. I'm going to share with you what's the strategy to get fit in business. Right? Consider me your personal trainer. I'm here to drill you so that you know, okay, this is what it takes to get a fit business. This is what it takes for me to help people on a global scale. This is what it takes for me to make money on autopilot. My question to you is, are you serious? Are you an action taker? And if you are, comment below and say, I am an action taker. But let me tell you one thing. Don't write it down if you are not going to take action, because that's not aligned. If you commit to this right now, and you're not committing for me, you're committing for yourself. If you commit to say, I'm an action taker, I will urge you to take action. Take action every single day. Throughout these days that we have together, take action. Implement the steps that I'm telling you. You will see a difference. Okay? So comment below and say, I'm an action taker. Yes, Kafita. Yes, Inguna. You guys are awesome. Obviously, these guys, they are my students. So I already know they're phenomenal. But there's a lot of you in here that are completely new to our family. And I'm just wanting to say as well, big welcome to our SMILE family. SMILE stands for Social Media Lifestyle Entrepreneurs. But also we do business with a smile. We live our life with a smile because Sean Akers says, you will then have the happiness advantage, right? If you are happy now, you're more productive. If you're happy now, you're more proactive. If you're happy right now, you can get more things done. So we do things with a smile. We do things happily. And I'm going to share you how you can use social media to advance your business as a social media lifestyle entrepreneur. All right. Okay. I see a lot of action takers right here. Okay. But now you've said it, right? I'm an old-fashioned person. When you say something, you can't go back on it. If you say I'm an action taker, you better take action, right? And that's the first thing I want to ask you guys. Hold each other accountable. We can all see the names right now. Danny, Adriana, Anna Marie, Thomas, Deline, Katia, Inguna, right? Everybody here is committing. You're saying I'm an action taker. Look at those names. Hold each other accountable. Because when it comes to success, accountability is key. A lot of the times when we are, and you may think about this for yourself. Have you ever had it that you are meant to do something and then all of a sudden you feel like, oh, I'll do it tomorrow. I'll do it later, right? I'll watch some more Netflix, or I'll do some more this, or I'll do some more that. I'll sleep a bit longer. I'll press that snooze button, right? But if there's a whole group looking at you saying like, hey, didn't you say you were an action taker? Then all of a sudden, oh yeah, I'll take action. Do you think you'll be more motivated? Of course you'll be, right? And that is the power of all of us doing this together. And I want us to do this as a group. I cannot be standing here by myself saying, hey, this is what you need to do. But if we do this together, then we create transformation. Are you guys with me? I'm asking you this question. Are you guys with me? Because I want you to see results. Okay, I want you to be able to change your life for the better. And we can only do this if we do this together. So are you guys with me? Let me know. Let me know below. Because I'm super pumped for this. I'm super excited. You may feel it from my energy. We may be on different parts of the world, but the energy you can feel. I certainly can, right? And I want to tell you one thing. Like when it comes to this challenge, or when it comes to any challenge for that matter, there's basically two outcomes. Okay, there's two outcomes. I want you to write this down for yourself. There are two outcomes. The first outcome, and basically it's like two types of people. The first person will look at it and think like, nice, this is pretty cool. I have some notes. I'm going to put that notes on the shelf. I'm going to try it on my own to execute it at some point. But then you see that what is supposed to be self-development becomes shelf development. You don't want that to be you. So that's the first type of person. The second type of person will look at this and think like, hey, I like this. I think that this is actually something super valuable and I want to know more. Those type of people, those are serious and hungry for creating better results, a better life for the benefit of you, your family, your loved ones, and the people that you can help. That type of person will say at the end of the challenge, say, hey, I like this. I've learned a bunch, but I want to go to the next level. And I want to learn more. Now, my question is, who are you? Right? Who are you? You decide. Are you person number one who writes some notes, puts it on the shelf and say, I'll try it on my own someday? Or are you person number two who is committed, who takes action and shows up every single day, does the homework, does the implementation, and at the end of everything say like, hey, I like this and I'm eager now to go after this thing. I'm eager now to create this on a much bigger scale. Now comment below, who are you? Number two or number one? And it's good either way. Well, I think you should be two, right? If you're number two, then we're going to have a lot of fun, right? I see number two coming in, taking to the next level. Number two. All righty, we have a good crowd right here. Nice. So this being said, let me again rephrase with you guys what this challenge is about, okay? This challenge is basically here, like I said before, on Tuesday. Make sure to get these dates down as well. It's going to start on Tuesday, the 25th of August at 7 p.m. UK time. So it's the same time as we started just now. Yeah, that day, And the training will be around 2 hours. Then the day after that, the 26th, Wednesday, 7 p.m., again, 2 hours. And then the last day, Thursday, 27th of August, 7 p.m., around 2 hours. Be there. I want you to comment below and say, I'll be there. But don't just say it just for the fun of saying it. Be there. You guys have already shown that you are VIPers. You've already shown you're action takers. You understand that when you say, I'm an action taker, you can't go back on your word. Like I said before, I'm an old-fashioned person. Whenever you say something, you should stick to your word. And in this case, this word is not for the benefit of me, it's for you. It's for you to change your life. And let me tell you one thing, and I'm going to, again, be honest. I'm going to be blunt. I'm going to say it as it is. If you cannot dedicate and invest 6 hours of your time to create the life of your dreams, then forget about actually pursuing it. Okay? And this may sound harsh. And it is what it is. Right? I mean, I can say, yeah, you can do it. And with, let's just say, 2 minutes per day, click on a button. But that's not going to cut it. If you want to create change and you're not willing to set aside 2 hours to develop yourself, to invest your time, to learn strategies that work, then forget about that success altogether. Because it's going to take that and more to be able to implement this in your life. Okay? And again, I'm saying this not to be mean, not to be harsh, not to hurt anybody, but I want to be real with you guys. And I've been in business now for almost 5 years. Before that, I didn't know anything about business. But I've got this type of mindset and this type of discipline that when I go for something, I'm going to go and get it. If you agree with me, comment below and say, go. No, not say go. Sorry, that just didn't make sense. I'm a go-getter. Write that down. Maybe that's the thing, right? Actually, that's not entirely true. I'm not a go-getter as in what a lot of people say, like do whatever it takes. I actually have my own saying, and it is do whatever good it takes. Because I will not do something bad in order to get my results. It's not worth it. I want to do good things. So comment below and say, I'm going to do whatever good it takes. Okay? I'm going to do whatever good it takes. Real talk. Honest is the best policy. Thank you so much. Yeah? So I'm going to do whatever good it takes. And when you do, basically our goal here is to give you guys the behind the scenes of what we call a freedom lifestyle business. We also call it a VIP business, right? And you may be thinking right now, okay, well, I already have a business. Can I apply to it? Yes. These strategies you can apply on top of your already existing business. Some of you may be thinking, oh, I don't have a business and I never even thought about starting a business. I have no idea. Don't worry. I'll share with you how you can get it started from scratch. So whichever you are, already in business or never thought about business or thinking about business but never done it before, each scenario you will benefit from this. Okay? But I do want to ask you a question. I've obviously went through the survey, but not everybody filled out the survey. So I just want to know from you guys, how many of you are already in business? And how many of you are, thinking or are basically, let's say it this way. Either you're in business or you're starting right now. Okay? So comment below in business, if you're already in business, if you already have your business. And if you're not, and you're starting one right now with us, comment below starting. Just want to get a little bit of an idea of, where everybody's at. Nice. I see a lot of, I'm going to do whatever good it takes. Good. Really, really good. Nice. And yeah, I must say, I'm a bit passionate. Don't be alarmed by my passion and sometimes, let's say, my strictness. But I do want to keep it real. I don't want to say like, oh, it's like, it's some way that it isn't. Because I've trained my fair share of people all around the world, right? We've trained thousands of people all around the world. And I know the difference between someone who's eager and actually, you can see it. You can see it when someone is of that mindset to go and get success. And you can also see when a person is like, I want success, or I wouldn't mind success, but this person doesn't allow me to do it, or that circumstance is because of that. Like I said this to, I can't remember who I said it to. Like I think it was a group of my students or something, where I said to do your finger like this. That's a formula for success. Oh yeah, it was an interview. I was invited for the interview. Everybody at home, do your finger like this. And you'll understand in a second why this is a key to your success. And what I mean by this, putting your finger like this, is that when you are of that mentality to finger point, you can't, because the finger will point back at you. And that is the only person responsible for your success, for your reality, for your circumstances. You cannot blame it on other people. Yes, things happen. Things happen to all of us. We all have the storms of life. Some people experience bigger storms, some people experience littler storms. But at the end of the day, it's your awareness. It should be in your awareness that no matter what happens, you got this. And you are the one who can make change. If you're expecting other people to just provide you the abundance, it's not going to happen. That's why I say, do your finger like this. Because the next time you're wanting to point, you see, hey, wait a second, I'm responsible. So I better go and do my job. Right? So put your finger like this. And well, you'll have to put it like this for the rest of your life. But it's like, it's a metaphor. If you are of that finger pointing mentality, that is a guarantee for not getting success. And I want you to become aware of that, because there's a number of stages that I want to take you guys through, and it takes for whatever you want to achieve, right? Whether you want to achieve like a gold medal in a particular sport, or whether you want to become a multi-record label artist, or whether you want to be a amazing parent, whatever you want to achieve in life, there's different stages to it. And I want you guys to comment those stages below and write it down in your notes, because this is what I want to take you guys through, okay? The first stage is awareness. Write it down. Stage number 1, finger back to normal. Stage number 1 is awareness. First, I want you guys to become aware of the possibilities that are out there. I want you guys to become aware that your current situation can be flipped around. And I'm going to share with you my story in a second. Yes, Shiv, amazing wealth yogi in the house, right? That I'm going to share with you my story, that you can see that, whoa, if I can do it, then you most definitely can do it, right? I'm going to share that with you. So the first part, comment that below, is awareness. I want you to understand and to see that there is more than you have been made to believe. And I'm not just saying you as in you, but society and the media and people and peers and perhaps families, right? Our education or upbringing, a lot of the time, whether it is intended or not, puts us inside a box. And we think that once we're in that box, that's it. It's just the way it is. But I'm here to tell you that it's not. You want to be a free spirit. And Shuv will probably laugh at me, right? Shuv is one of our amazing wealth yogi students. He's like the most free-spirited guy I know in all good senses of the word. But like you have to understand that you should free your mind. Bob Marley talks about this, right? Like, don't have that mental slavery. Understand that no matter what it is that you want to achieve, you can get it. Right? If you want to achieve something beautiful, if you want to get more income in your life, you can. If you want to provide for your children, you can. If you want to help your parents, you can. If you want to go do good for charity and therefore build up the means so that you can do that consistently, you can. If you want to live larger, you can. If you want to become more fit, you can. There's nothing that you cannot do. That's what I want you to become aware of. And I want to share with you the means of wealth creation through the route of a VIP business. And a lot of the time, most people don't get educated in that way. Like, how many of you went to school and learned Freedom Lifestyle Creation 101? How many of you had at school Passive Income Mastery? How many of you learned in school the course Financial Freedom, whatever? No, none of us did. And that's silly. And I can only hope that the educational system was built with good intentions to build good and abundant humans. But it doesn't teach us those things, right? It doesn't teach us those life skills. And if you look at the wealthy people, a lot of the time, people out of wealthy families, or people who are born into business, for instance, they do learn certain things. They do learn certain traits. They do get fed with a spoon how to have an investor mindset. And I want to share this with you because we all deserve to know this. We all deserve to be able to create financial freedom. Now, by no means am I saying that guaranteed after this challenge, you guys will be financially free. I could never make any claims like that. But I'm going to share with you as much as I can throughout the space of these few days so that you have the awareness, you get the belief, you get the strategies, and that you can go and start implementing. And those are basically the stages. So let me say it again. The first one is awareness. Be aware of what is out there. Be aware of the opportunities. Be aware of how you can utilize your own knowledge, your own talents, your own skills, your own experience to the benefit of others and to the benefit of your finances. Okay? So the first thing is awareness. Number 2, belief. Because it's nice that right now you guys are aware. You're aware that, yes, there are other opportunities out there. I can start my business. I can actually do it from home. All I need is a phone and a laptop. You may have that awareness. But then the second part is that you believe that you can do it too. So that's the second one. Make sure to write this down, right? Belief. I am going to brainwash you so that you believe in yourself. Is that okay? If you are okay with that, if you're okay with me brainwashing you so that you believe that you can do whatever you want to do to create abundance in your life, then comment below and say, yes, please brainwash me. Comment below and say, yes, please brainwash me. Because a lot of the time we have a negative connotation with the word brainwash, but literally, if you look at the word, is washing your brain. And I want to wash your brain out of all the silliness that somehow down the line you thought that you're not good enough. You thought that perhaps you need to be super, super lucky before you can achieve abundance, that you need to be super smart, that you need to be of a certain IQ, that you need to be in connection with the right people, that you need to have a huge budget. Sorry, but that's all not necessary. Of course, each of these things will help, but it's not that is a necessity for you to achieve your success. Yes, please brainwash me. Okay, cool. So I'm going to brainwash you, wash your brain with a lot of soap or a lot of organic stuff. So that your brain with water or Kangen water in, whoop, 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 nice, 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 clean. And you believe. You believe that you can achieve and you can. Okay, so that's stage number 2. Stage number 3 is now that you have been washed, now that you believe, now that you have the awareness and you say, yes, I'm ready, to actually load you up with some strategies, to show you the behind the scenes, to show you how a VIP business is run. I hope it's holy water. Yes. Only holy water here. Kangen water. Yes. Yeah. So that you see, okay, these are the steps. Because let me tell you one thing. If on day 1 already I say, hey, these are the strategies, but you don't believe, you're not going to do anything with it. So day 1 is going to be dedicated to allowing you to get the awareness and to get you to believe in it. And to understand that, yes, you can do this too. And that you have, after day 1, you have that mindset, you have that drive to say, let's do this. I'm ready. Okay? Then, second day, strategies. behind the scenes. I'll show you the map of our business. And let me ask you this. How many people do that, right? Show you the behind the scenes of how they operate. I'm literally going to show you guys how we make money so that you can write it down and adopt it. Know what are the steps to be able to do that. And then day 3, we'll take it to another level. Day 3 is basically allowing you to step it up. Day 3 is about results. Okay, and that's the 4th stage. The 4th stage is results. So first, get the awareness. Second, have the belief that you can do it. Third, learn the strategies. See how to go about it. 4, get results. I am born ready. Beautiful. Who said that? Vaishnavi. Vaishnavi. I hope I said it correctly. Beautiful. Yeah? So that's how this is going to work. Are you guys excited? If you're excited, comment below and say excited and send some love. Do send some love my way. Okay? Send some love. And I'm going to take a sip of my beverage. Nice. Okay, cool. So, thank you for the love. Thank you for the excitement. Do you guys want to know the biggest secret behind success? Do you guys want to know? If you do, comment below and say yes. Please tell me the biggest secret behind success. There's a little delay in the comments, but I can see a lot of excitement coming in right now. Nice. The biggest secret behind success. And I can already tell you this is probably not what you expect. Most of you won't expect. If you are my students, then probably you'll understand. Hey, Dad, love you. Mwah. Everybody say hi, Krumano. Krumano is my dad. And I'm going to give a massive, massive, massive thank you, appreciation, love to my idol in life, my example. And yeah, just like, if it wasn't for my dad, if it wasn't for my mom, and you know, our parents are just everything to us. They are the ones who have been saying to me, for those of you who don't know, Kaina is my sister, Midun is my brother, and they have always been there for us and feeding us, brainwashing us, the belief in ourselves, the understanding that you can do whatever you want to do, the skills of how you can grow, and the love to help people. And I really want to thank my dad for everything, and always and continuously is my mentor and my, you know, my inspiration. So thank you so much, Dad. And also to Mom. Alrighty. So yes, please tell me. Nice. Let's do this. Okay, cool. The biggest secret behind success is you right now deciding to be successful. And again, if you're not part of any of my programs, if you're not my student, then maybe this comes as a shocker. You'll be like, what? That's the biggest secret behind success? And yes, it is. Success, the biggest pulling force towards it is the decision that you will be successful. And I want you guys to affirm this. I want you guys to comment it below, write it down, and say, I decide to be successful. And I want us to take a moment to understand this. And to understand that it's no longer just words you putting out there. It's no longer just a thought, a single thought. I want this to be a spirited affirmation. And what I mean by that is that you basically see it. You can see that future. You can see that success that you want to achieve. You can feel that abundance. You can picture it. For those of you who know Tupac, picture me rolling, right? You can see it before. anyone else can. You believe it before you can see it. And this is the difference between a skeptical mind, right? Skeptical people that always have questions with everything versus an entrepreneur. An entrepreneur, they believe it before they can see it. A skeptical mind always says, well, I need to see it before I believe it. That way, you're not going to get successful. Because you're not going to see anything unless you're creating it, right? So you decided right now, and you decided in a way where if you were to close your eyes, and if you're here with me right now, close your eyes for a second and picture yourself as that successful person. Tomorrow, we're going to do an exercise to make this even more strong. Not tomorrow, the first day, on Tuesday. And if you just see yourself as such, and you really feel it, that is going to be me. That is me. Like I saw some of your comments saying, I am successful. And then, by you believing it, and seeing it, and feeling it, and understanding it, and being it, right now, even though perhaps the reality is not yet convinced, then what happens is you become of that vibration. And what happens is that reality comes towards you. You will attract that reality. Because comment this thing down. You don't attract what you want. You attract what you are. So I'm telling you guys right now, and this is what we're going to do on day 1 too, you are a VIPer. You are a successful entrepreneur. You are a global impact creator. You are the person that you can feel you are inside. And when you are, you will see your mindset changes. Your actions change. Because your actions change, your reactions change. When someone does something to you, you won't be as harsh as you usually are. You actually are, right? So that's okay. I'll do my thing. And because of that, everything changes. And all of a sudden, things come your way, and you'll be like, that is interesting. That is happening to me right now because I've changed the way how I am. And then things start to become interesting. And that is why I said in the beginning, it is ultra powerful to be in an environment with people from all around the world where we are doing this together. Because if you are sitting, just imagine this, right? You're sitting in your house by yourself, no one else is there, and I say, I'm successful, I'm successful. And then you go meet a normal friend or whoever, and you say, I'm successful, or something like that. They're like, yes, I'm going to be a millionaire. And then this person's like, who do you think you are? What do you think? Like, what have you taken? What did you smoke? Or whatever, right? I'm from Amsterdam, so that's why. It's a common reaction. And then you'll be like, am I crazy to think that I can do this? Maybe I am. And all of a sudden your physiology changes again and you'll be like, okay, never mind. But I don't want that to happen. Imagine now you're in this group of people where everyone says, yes, we're going to do this. Collective consciousness. Who says that? Shwarup, exactly. And we're doing this together. And this energy here is preserved in a powerful group that holds you accountable, that supports you, that has the same goals and mentality to help people and to make money and to create change. Now, just imagine what that would do for you. Just imagine how that changes your reality, how that helps you to stay on course. And that is why I'm saying, be there all the days. Don't think, oh, I'm going to be there on day 1 and the rest I watch on replay. No. Be there and be there live. I'm telling you, be there and be there live. It's a complete different experience. All my students who are on here, all the people who've been on my challenges before, you know this. Be there and be there live. Comment below. I'll be there and I'll be there live from all the days. I can feel it already. Beautiful, right? The end, one of our amazing freedom lifestyle creators. You're one of our amazing students. So yeah, that's important, because let me tell you once again, you can create whatever you want to create. It starts with you creating it inside your mind, inside your heart, feeling it with your spirit, and then attracting it into reality and taking action. Because you can't sit here and say like, yes, I'm going to be successful, I'm going to be successful, I'm going to be successful, and just say that without taking action. You do need to take action, right? And you will see as well this attraction, and this is a powerful point. This attraction would put things in motion. And you will be put in contact with people, with opportunities, with situations that are there to see, hey, here's an opportunity for you to level up. Are you ready to take it? And why am I saying this? I'm saying this because of the number one pitfall of all people who start out in entrepreneurship but never actually see results. And I want you to write it down, because I don't want you to fall in that same pitfall. Okay? So get your pen, write it down, comment it in the chat. The big problem that a lot of people have is that they overthink and don't do. They overthink and don't do. Now, what do I mean by this? I mean the following, and let me share this by means of my own story, okay? When I just started in business, after I think around 4 or 5 months, I started to see crazy results, right? Because I was learning from my mentor, Master Tjibaria. I learned the trades of business. I was in it every single day, and I was able to close a lot of money in a very short space of time, and I was learning the ropes of business. And after some time, he said to me, hey, you should coach people. You should help people, because you're getting results so fast. You should train other people, right? And then he said, like, how do you want to exchange your knowledge? How do you want to help people? And then I said, what can I teach people? Like, just like what I'm going to take you guys through. And we're actually going to do this exercise in a moment. I was thinking, how can I help people? Have you guys ever had that as well? That you're thinking about, hey, I feel like I'm destined for so much more, but how do I start? Where do I start? What can I do? What can I bring to the table? What can I bring to the marketplace? How many of you have ever felt like this? How many of you can resonate? Now, I had that too. I was thinking, like, what can I do? And then I was thinking, well, I smile a lot. And people always come to me and say, hey, you are so smiley. You're so happy. Teach me how to be happy. And I was like, that's it, right? I'm always happy. I can create a course around happiness. And my dad will testify for this, right? My dad, who's here on the call as well. Do you remember in 2016 summer, I was like, hey, I'm going to create a happiness course. And I discussed this with my parents. I discussed it with Master Tjibaria. And I was like, yes, this is my thing. I'm going to teach people to be happy. And then I got started. So I wrote down the things. And these are things that I'm going to share with you to start writing down too. I wrote down things. I was like, oh, I'm going to create modules around happiness, around mindset, around this, around that, so that this course is the ultimate happiness formula or whatever, right? And I was doing that. I was in the process of creating. I was making videos. I was going live on social media. I was meeting people. We had events and stuff. So we always met people. And I was talking about it. I was producing. And then at some point, I can't exactly remember how, but at some point, it got me to go into marketing. Because obviously, if you want to create something, if you want to sell something, if you want to make money and help more and more people, like, you have to put some marketing in place. And I was starting to learn marketing in order to do this stuff. And then, and again, my dad can say this, is I was learning and loving marketing. I was like, oh, this stuff is so amazing. Funnels, Facebook ads, automation. You can literally make money on autopilots. Can you believe this? Why did I not learn this at school? I was like literally mind blown. And I was like, man, this stuff is powerful. And I remember I went home because I come from Amsterdam, but I live in the UK. And I came home to my family, and it was around 2.5 week period that I was at home. And I wanted to learn this stuff, right? I was so eager to make this happen. And I was during the day having fun with my family. We're doing all these nice things, visiting my grandparents, and all this fun stuff. And then in the night, I was studying. I was going through all the courses, making notes, typing things out. I don't know. I was doing everything. I was like sleeping very little. And at some point, I was like, this stuff is so powerful. I messaged Master Sri Akash, and I said to him, because obviously we were running our company, Age Academy at the time. And I said to him, our top students should know this stuff. Right? We should tell them how to do this. I said, we have this event coming up. Can I do a presentation and share this with them? And then he said, yeah, of course you can. So I was like, okay, cool. So I was learning everything. I was putting up some slides together, and I flew back to the UK. And it was a few days before our event was going to take place. And then Master Sri Akashna, as always, he's such an action taker. So I landed, I came to the office, and he said like, hey, show me your presentation. He sat down, like literally expecting me to go and present it right away. I was like, ooh, I didn't finish because the event is only in a few days. So I'm like, present it anyways. So I was like, okay. So I said yes and figured it out later, like figure out how to do it. That's, by the way, a powerful saying. Can't remember who it's by. Is it Tony Robbins or Richard Branson? But comment below and say yes and figure it out later. And literally, no matter what, and those of you who know me well know that every single time Master Akashna comes to me and says, hey, do you want to do this? Do you want to do this? I say yes. And then I start thinking, okay, what's it? Oh, is it going to work? Oh, okay. I'll figure it out. And that brings you in amazing opportunities. That brings you that has brought me to one of the biggest successes, right? He doesn't play, exactly. So I was like, okay, cool. So I put up my slides. He was sitting there, calm as he always is. And I was standing there thinking like, hey, my slides are half finished. I better bluff my way out of this. But I knew my stuff, and I knew my stuff. So I was like, okay, presenting it. And then I was doing this, and he was extremely pleased. He was like, this is really good. He says, you should sell your course during our event in 3 days. And I said, come again? Course? Did I miss something? I don't have a marketing course. And then he said, well, of course you do. You're going to create one. I was like, what? I literally just learned this stuff in my trip to Amsterdam. And now you want me to sell my course? But before I could even come up with any objection, I said yes. And commented below, say yes and figure it out later. I said yes. And then I was like, damn, I better create this stuff now. But here's the thing. How many of you have ever been in the situation that you have something super valuable to offer? Like, have you ever had it that people come to you and they ask for advice, and you just give such darn good advice, and it's amazing, and people get great results from it, and you feel like, man, I'm good. How many of you have ever had that you give amazing advice? People always come to you for advice, no matter what it's about relationships, what it's about healthy eating, maybe vegan. Some of you may be vegan, have amazing recipes, or it's about health and fitness, or it's about finances, whatever it may be. Maybe it's about how to raise children, how to bring them up right, or whatever it may be. You just give amazing advice. If you can resonate with this, comment below. Now, the problem is that a lot of the time, first of all, people don't realize that that knowledge is so valuable that people are willing to pay big money to have you give them advice. That's number one. They do not have, remember stage one, they do not have the awareness that you can actually monetize that knowledge, monetize that passion, that talent, that experience. We're going to go create this thing in a moment with you guys. Okay, so they don't know. Second part is when they finally have that like aha moment that, hey, yes, I can monetize it. Guess what? This is the first thing they do. They go and create a course. And you guys probably don't know yet why my face is like this. but you shouldn't. People literally waste time, money, energy, and effort creating something without even knowing whether the market wants it, without even knowing whether it is high in demand. So there they go. They create this course. They film it. Oh, no, they don't even film it yet. They first need to buy the right light. Then they procrastinate because they need to find the right light. Then they procrastinate because they don't have the right camera. So 5 months later, when they finally have the right setup, then they film. And then they spend another half year to film the whole thing. And then the final moment when they have to go out there and see, hey, who's interested in my course? Nobody wants it. But what if I was to tell you that you can flip it around? You can do it the other way around. And this strategy is what Master shared with me at that very moment that I was standing there thinking like, hey, I don't have a course. This strategy, write this down. It is called sell it first. Eureka moment, nice. Sell it first. You don't ever want to create something to figure out that nobody wants the darn thing. Sell it first. And you may be wondering, okay, but how do you sell something you don't have? Now, let me tell you, this is exactly what I did. Master explained at that time when I was a newbie. I was completely new to business, right? Only a few months in. And he said to me, what you need to do is you need to set a date. That date, let's say a month from now, is your launch date. What you are going to do when you speak at that event is you're going to say, hey guys, I am launching a course. Mind you, at that moment, I haven't filmed a single thing. I haven't made an area. I haven't made the PDFs. No, nothing. I am launching a course in a month. Now, when the course launches, it launches for whatever the investment is that it will launch at the website. Let's say it launched for 5,000 because it's a valuable course. But right now, because I'm here in this setting, in this seminar, we had a very private seminar. We said, hey, you guys can actually get this course on pre-launch, meaning you can get a special offer. And I was listening to that. I was like, that's good. That's amazing. How many of you at this very moment think like, whoa, if only I knew this earlier? Comment below if you have an aha moment, right? Because what does it mean? It means the following. You sell it first by means of a pre-launch. So you're not pretending to have a course yet. No, you say, hey, I'm launching it then. Then there are two things that can happen. First thing is someone buys. And you'll be like, whoa, that's amazing. Then you better create the darn course so that you can deliver and over-deliver at the launch date. Number two is nobody buys. Now, when nobody buys, there are two reasons why this could have happened. The first reason is that it's actually just a stupid course. Sorry to be so blunt, but if you're making a course of how to create fluffy socks with 3 holes, like as passionate as you are about that thing, you're probably not going to find someone who finds that valuable to invest in, right? So then you know, thank God I didn't go and create the course. I didn't spend all that money, time, and effort creating a thing that nobody wants. And then you can see, okay, so what do people want? So it allows you to test the market. So the first reason could be that it's actually something that nobody wants. Now, good. Then you have at least learned that. You've tested the market. Second reason why nobody buys could be that actually it is a good thing, but your way of communicating the value wasn't so effective. Perhaps you need to brush up your effective communication, aka sales, right? You need to brush up your sales. And then you go and implement these things, and then you go and try again. So do you guys see how this is a beautiful strategy that I'm actually giving you guys before the challenges even started, right? That allows you to test the market and to take action and basically scrap all the stuff that could be a time and money waster. It allows you to go out there and help people faster and actually get paid. So guess what happened? At that time, Master said to me, okay, sell it first. So again, a few sleepless nights, I was creating everything. I was writing an outline of how the course was going to be, because obviously I can say, hey, I'm launching a course without people knowing anything about it. I did have the outline. I said, okay, you're going to learn this, you're going to learn that. This is what's going to be part of it. You're going to get 2 calls with me. You're going to get an action plan, whatever. Like this whole thing was there in design. And I presented it. And I said, for whoever wants it, you can go and buy it as a pre-launch offer. And guess what happened? I got my first sale. And I was standing on stage. Someone just bought the course for £2,000. And I was like, damn. What just happened? I was literally like flabbergasted. I was like, OMG, this is amazing. I actually, first of all, I got a client on board. And I know that with my knowledge that this person is going to get in the course, they're going to change their game, right? Just as much as I was so amazed by all the marketing strategies, this person will now be blessed with that. So I have changed a life. But second of all, I have closed a deal on a program that I didn't even have yet. And I could do this over and over and over again. I was like, this is amazing. Now, that time, 2016, it was when this happens. It was in, I think, around August, September time, right? Like exactly 4 years ago, isn't it? Or exactly 5 years ago, 4 years ago, right? And at that time, I was like, okay, so I did this now in a in-person setting. Can we do this online? So guess what I did next? I launched a webinar. I said, okay, I'm going to do exactly what I did on stage, but now in a webinar where all I need to have is me behind the laptop doing the same presentation. I don't even have to show my face. I just blind the thing. I put some slides up and I'll just read my script. And I did that. And guess what happened? 2 more sales, 4K. And at that moment, I sat there. I remember because I think at that time I was in Vietnam when I did that webinar. I was sitting there. It was dark. It was like late at night. The webinar finished because it was scheduled for UK time and there was a time difference. So it was like 3 a.m. in the morning. I was sitting in my room, very hot. It was very hot in Vietnam, beautiful Ho Chi Minh City. And I was like, this stuff is real. This stuff is actually real. And I can still remember like the how do you call it, the goosebumps that I got to realize that people actually want my knowledge. People are paying big money for my knowledge. 2K. And let me tell you, right? 2K for this course, it's normal in this industry. That's why I am so eager to share this with you. It is normal in this industry. People pay for knowledge. And I was sitting there and just imagine you for a second, right? Just imagine you, if you were me at that time, you were sitting there, you spoke on your event, on an event or on a webinar. Webinar is more accessible to most people, right? Just a free webinar. All I had was my laptop and I was doing that presentation. And just imagine 2 people paid 2K each for your knowledge. And that webinar's time was 90 minutes. And you have that realization that you can do this over and over and over again. And that the only thing, the only equipment that your business needs is your laptop and your phone for making posts and going live. I was amazed. And I was sitting there and I was thinking, let's do this. Let's do this. Now, it was only short thereafter that we completely transformed our business and made over 7 figures and got this beautiful award from ClickFunnels. This is the 2 Comma Club award that you get if you make over 7 figures through their platform, so through the ClickFunnels platform. Of course, we've got so many other different platforms that we use as well. And like some of you may look at this and think like, okay, 2K here, 2K there, it's not that much. But just think about it, right? How much are you making in your job right now? For those of you who are in a job, Or those of you who are perhaps already running a business, because some of you are already in business, and you're slaving your time away in these sessions, one-to-one sessions, where people pay you $50 per session. Like, that is undercharging. And I want to show you a different way. I want to show you a way where you too, just like me, I was a newbie at business, are able to package your knowledge, allow it to help people get tremendous results in their life, and you making tremendous money in your business. Now, if you like the sound of that, comment below and say, heck yes, because I knew at that moment that my life has changed. I knew at that moment that I had acquired a skill and an awareness that no one could ever take away from me. No matter what would happen in my business, in my life, I knew that all I need is a laptop, a phone, place me anywhere around this globe. If I have an internet connection, I can change lives and I can make money. Now just imagine, what would that do to your business? What would that do to your life? And if you are ready to go and learn these things and to actually embrace this knowledge, embrace this awareness, and take it to another level, then comment below and say, let's go. Because I am eager to get you to that level too, and to allow you to see beautiful results. And some of you may have seen my live just yesterday. I was actually super inspired by our students. We've got a number of amazing students online here with us. And it's amazing, right? We have different student groups. We have different tiers of our programs. And it's so phenomenal whenever they get results. Whenever they say, hey, I closed, like Andrew the other day, I closed 40K, guys. Like, whoa, that's amazing, right? That 40K, that's it's 10 times what I did, right? Now, Andrew is amazing. He's amazing. He works super, super hard. But just imagine, right? You go through our program. We share with you like the ropes. Andrew is actually on a program where we share with him an exact plan of, what things to do. He's got my template and stuff. But the biggest thing that Andrew's got, and a lot of our students, I'm just saying Andrew just because I was so amazed by his result, is that he takes action. He's a massive action taker. He knows he's got the knowledge. He's got, like, when I say knowledge, I say here, because it comes from here and your desire to help people. But he takes action. He's not thinking like, oh yeah, I got the knowledge, I'll do it tomorrow, I'll watch some more Netflix. No, he takes action. He shows up every single time. He's at this challenge right now. I've seen his name come by. He knows all this stuff, yet he's here, right? I mean, that's the dedication that I love. And we got another amazing superstar. We got Shuf here, we got Sishan here, we got Inguna here, we got Vaishnavi here. Like, so many of our students, too many to actually say. Diane is here. Like, we've got so many here. And I want you guys to experience this, all right? So that's what this challenge is about. That's how I want this challenge to transform you. And that's why I'm urging you guys to be there every single session live and implement the homework. Because only then will you see results. And will you see results fast? All right, Kavita, another one. Yeah, so this is important. Now, let's dive into this part. I want you to write this acronym below. SKEPT. S-K-E-P-T. Okay? SKEPT. S-K-E-P-T. That is your ticket towards your VIP business. SKEPT. And I'm not saying skeptical. No, SKEPT. S-K-E-P-T. Okay? What does that stand for? This is the thing that will allow you to do exactly what I did when I was at the drawing table. Because remember, I was actually in the middle of a story, but I forgot that what was the point I was making. The point was, do you guys remember, I thought I was going to launch a happiness course. That was why I was taking all that massive action. I was doing a happiness course. I still have it in my notebook. I did a live, I think about a year ago. And the title of that live is The Course That I Never Launched, right? I still have my notebook. All the modules, all the different topics I have in there. But I never created, I never launched it. Because I was taking that action I was spreading the word. I was meeting the people. I was finding the opportunities. I was investing in courses to learn marketing, to go and promote this course. And then because of that, marketing became my thing. And now people come from all around the world, pay me a lot of money to teach them how to do marketing, to teach them how to create a business and scale up fast, build a freedom lifestyle, build a VIP business. And this is quite interesting because remember what I said, the biggest thing that people do is they overthink and they don't do. So if I was such a person that when I thought, okay, maybe happiness course, then I would be overthinking, being like, oh, but I don't know if people want this. Oh, but I don't know if I can actually teach that. Oh, maybe there are people who are already teaching that. Oh, maybe other people are better. All these thoughts, right, in my head. And I therefore don't do. I would have never taken the steps that got me to that realization in Vietnam. That I was sitting there at 3 a.m. in the morning thinking like, let's go. I just made so much money for my course, for my knowledge that I haven't even created yet and that I know will help people. If I didn't take action to execute my happiness course, I wouldn't have put things in motion that allowed me to come on my actual purpose. And who knows whether marketing is my actual purpose? Maybe marketing now brings me to another purpose later on. Who knows? But my point here is that a lot of the time, you don't know what is your thing. You don't know what will be your $1 million business. You don't know. But if you don't take action, you will never know. And by taking action, you will find that you will meet the circumstances that bring you towards where you're supposed to be. Right? So what I'm saying to you guys is, even at this point right now, energy, emotion, beautiful. Even at this point right now, when we do this skept exercise, you may be thinking, yeah, okay, so my skept shows that I could do a whatever course or program or book or whatever, right? To help people with my knowledge. But is that my thing? I'm telling you right now is that it doesn't matter if that's your thing. Just take it, run with it, help people with it, and that brings and puts in motion different things that will put you where you're meant to be. This happiness course thing was not what I was meant to do. But because I was doing it, taking action and taking the steps to learn more and invest in courses, it brought me to where I am now, happy to say that we've made over 7 figures. So that is what I want you guys to understand. Have that awareness. It's about taking action. You pick one thing, you run with it, you help people in the process, and from there onwards, you will be attracting circumstances towards you that will allow you to see, hey, now I understand. Because what does Steve Jobs says? You can't connect the dots looking forward. You can only connect the dots looking backwards. But if you want to place any dot, you better take action. Otherwise, there's no dot to be taken, to be looking at, right? So take action, massive action. Very important. Learn and invest, absolutely. Kavita is an immense example of this. Like, she is such an action taker. She has an investor's mindset. Like Kavita, I can already say from this summer, you are going to do big things. 100%. There's no doubt in my mind. You're going to do fantastic things because you have such an investor mindset. I want everybody to model Kavita, right? Invest in yourself. Comment below and say, I will invest in myself. You are your own biggest asset. Warren Buffett says it. You are your own biggest asset. Invest your money, invest your time, invest your energy, your love, your effort in yourself. Because just like what I said before, the things that you will learn, nobody can ever take away. So even though you may find that a particular business isn't working, you still have the skill sets. You can do it again. You can apply to this thing, to that thing, whatever. Did you guys know? Like, some of you may not like him, but you cannot deny that this guy is a business genius. Donald Trump, a business genius. And why do I want to share this with you guys? And again, I'm saying not everybody likes him, whatever. But the thing is, he was $9 billion in debt. Let me say that again. He was $9 billion in debt. But at that time, he obviously realized he's got a skill set. And he rebuilt himself out of debt into billions. Now again, you may like him or you may not like him, but you cannot deny that his mindset and his business skills are genius. And I'm sharing this with you because I am blessed to say that I've trained so many people all around the world, like thousands of people all around the world. And a lot of the time, people are eager, just like you guys, right? Just like you guys right now. They're eager. They're saying, yes, I'm going to do this. But in the back of their mind, they're thinking, hey, I'm going to do this, but you don't know my circumstances. You don't know my financial situation. You don't know that I am in debt right now. You don't know that I actually am paying off XYZ. You don't know that I'm from a country where the currency is not as strong. Let me be honest with you once again. Those are excuses. Those are excuses. If you think you can't do something because you've got debt, because you've got a not so strong currency, because your cat is constantly singing around the house, singing Despacito and dancing and distracting you, therefore. These are excuses. Remember this finger. You can't point to other things saying, hey, I've got that. Hey, I've got this. Hey, I've got that. No. You have to understand that if you're willing to make change, you have to change. If you want change in your life, you have to change. And that's why I love this story of Donald Trump, because a lot of time people say to me, I have students even that say to me, I am 20,000 in debt. And I really have to stop myself from laughing. And again, you may have that amount. You may have 50,000 in debt. You may have 100,000 in debt. Man, you're paying off your student loan. But I'm telling you here that that's an excuse. If Donald Trump was 9 billion in debt and he rebuilt himself, who are you to say, hey, I've got 5K in debt, 20K in debt, 100K in debt? Like we all do. Doesn't stop us from making money. Doesn't stop us from helping people. I'm telling you it as it is. If you want to create change, you have to change. You have to change your perspective of life. And at any given time, you want to invest in yourself. At any given time, no matter what the bank account says, invest in yourself. And this is a lesson that I learned very early on as well. When I started in business 4.5 years ago, Master Sri Akashna said to me, and he learned this from his mentor, saying that it's never ever the lack of resources, it's only ever the lack of resourcefulness. Write this down. It's never ever the lack of resources, it is only ever the lack of resourcefulness. Because, let me ask you this question. Say for instance, you listening to this right now, you feel very passionate about stocks and shares. Okay? You have some knowledge in it. You're very passionate about it. You want to learn how that's done, because then you can create your own course, you can monetize it, whatever, right? I'm here sitting here saying to you, invest in yourself. Invest in shortcuts. I'm literally here sitting and saying to you, find a mentor that will teach you stocks and shares. Okay? Pay a mentor, invest in a mentor that will teach you the ropes. Because let me tell you one thing, a lot of the time, normal people who have not been educated, who do not have the awareness, and I don't want to say normal people, sorry, I take that back. People who have not been educated in this way, unfortunately, by the beautiful educational system. They think, I don't want to invest in something. I don't want to, basically they say, I don't want to spend my money on something. And then the next day, they buy the new iPhone. Or next day, they go to a Justin Bieber concert. I don't have the money, but they do these things. They go on a luxury cruise trip. But I'm here to say to you that those who have the awareness understand that you need to think in ROI. Write this down. You need to think in ROI. ROI means return on investment. I am investing all the time. All the time, at any stage of my business. I actually had a chat to my dad about this today, right? I was like, hey, actually, I want to increase a particular skill set. There's this mentor. I want to invest, like, I don't know, it's like 15K for learning this skill. Because I know when I have this skill, my business will triple 10 times. Triple or 10 times or 100 times, whatever. The money's going to come back big time. I literally had this conversation with my dad just a few hours ago. I said, hey, yeah, I want to invest 15K. This mentor is like, this guy's getting results in that particular area that I want to increase my results in. I'm going to buy this mentorship. I'm going to buy this course. And that's the mentality you have to have. Like, I'm not just saying this because, hey, yeah, I'm going to say this because it's cool. I'm literally sharing, again, the behind the scenes. We always do this. Any of us. Master Shri Akashna, you guys know, he shared this openly. His YouTube, right? 2 years back, it started like 2018 when he was actually serious starting to go on YouTube. He got himself a mentor. He got himself 2 or 3 mentors to teach him the ropes. And then it was action, 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 right? A lot of you may think that, oh, you know, at some point you'll know it all. No, you never know it all. There's always someone who has more knowledge in a particular area. And if you want to grow, if you're ready to go and create change and help more people and make more money, then you invest. And so what I'm saying is, I do this every single time. Like, I don't spend, I invest. Most of my money, not on, like, when it comes to online shopping, not on clothes, not on this, not on that, like what most people do. I invest in courses, and I'm talking thousands upon thousands upon thousands because I love to learn. That's why I get results fast. Let me tell you one thing. 4.5 years ago, I knew nothing about business. I was doing my PhD in astrophysics, totally different field. I had no idea how business is done. I thought, oh, I need to write a business plan. I need to get a financial forecast. Business is helping people. Get good at marketing, get good at sales, deliver and over-deliver, and keep on investing in yourself. Those are the key ingredients. And so, to come back to my point, if you are passionate about stocks and shares, find yourself a mentor, invest. And if at this point you're thinking, oh, but I don't have the money, let me ask you this thing, right? Find the money. Let me say this. If you were put in an unusual situation, and this is an example that Master always gives, and it gave me a big eye-opener. He said, if you had a time bomb strapped to you, right? A time bomb strapped to you, which has a week before it goes boom. And the way how you can stop it is if you find, let's say, 10K, right? So let's say you want to invest in a program, 10K, your stocks and shares mentor, and same investment. In order to stop this thing from going boom, you need to find 10K. Do you think that in that week time, you will go out there and do whatever good it takes to find 10K? Or do you think you'll sit there, go watch some more Netflix and say, I'll do it later? No, of course you won't, right? Because if you do it later, the bomb goes kaboom and you have no later. If the situation that presents itself to you is such that you have no other way, you will make way. You will do whatever good it takes to make it happen. You go and knock on doors. You go and find friends and family to lend you the money. You go to a bank to get a loan. You go and find a credit card. You go find investors. You get out there and you'll make it happen because you don't want that boom to happen. But guess what is the problem with this messed up society is that we always have a safety net. We always think like, oh, it's okay. I'm okay being comfortable. And that's the biggest killer of passion, of people exploring their possibilities, right? Is that we are comfortable. We're comfortable where we are. We're not really pulled by our beautiful future that we can envision enough to take action and get outside of our comfort zone to make it happen, and to be happy, to make it happen, right? But guess what? Einstein says this as well. Like, this is literally me forgetting the quote. What's the quote again? What's it again? You want to create change? People create, like, it comes down, you guys help me. My students help me. What's the thing? It's insanity to want change, but to not change your ways. Something like that. These are like a real candid, forgettable moments. It's insanity that people want something to happen or to want to create change, but they don't do something different. They keep on doing the same thing and they expect change, right? But write this thing down. If you keep on doing what you've always done, you're going to keep on getting what you've always gotten. If you keep on doing what you've always done, you're going to keep on getting what you've always gotten. And so what I'm saying is that what you want lies outside of your comfort zone. We're going to talk about this on day one. What you want to attract, the abundance that you're willing to create, the ones that you're eager about creating right now. Yes, that's the one. Thank you, Nanki. Yeah, insanity is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting a different result. That's it. Thank you. Right? If you are eager and you're ready to create the life of your dreams, to create a freedom lifestyle, to create a VIP business, then you need to do something different. And I'm presenting you throughout this challenge a way to be able to do it different. But some things that I'm going to ask you to do may be out of your comfort zone. It may be scary. It may be different than you've done before. But I'm here to tell you that you want to take action. Even though it's scary. Do you not think that I thought it was scary to go and sell a course that I don't have in front of a bunch of people, our top level clients? These guys had been in business far longer than me. And there I was on stage selling a course that I didn't even create yet. It was scary as peep. But I did it anyways. Say yes and figure it out later. And when you get comfortable of being outside of your comfort zone, that's when fast growth happens. Write that down. Get comfortable in getting outside of your comfort zone, because that is where fast growth happens. And just to give you a little bit of a preview for that, every single day during the challenge, I'm going to urge you guys to go live inside the group, a safe environment. We won't laugh at you. We won't joke at you if you can't speak, whatever. We're all here together. We all had a starting point. We're here to support you. And I'm going to say as well, we're not going to start this only in the challenge. We're going to start this today. Everyone who is part of this right now, or if you're watching the replay, at the end of this session, you're going to go live. Write this down. Say, I will go live. Comment that below. I will go live. You go live inside this group. And you're going to share 3 things. 3 things. Write it down. The first thing that you're going to share is, what did you learn? What was the aha moment? What were your biggest takeaways? Yeah. Number 2, you're going to share, publicly declare what you're going to do to implement it. Because it happens to be that most people get faster results once they've made a public declaration. Have you had it before that you said something to someone, say, hey, I'm going to do this. And then you end up procrastinating. And then this person comes back to you and say, hey, you said you were going to do that. Where are the results? Now, that type of effect called accountability will help you to keep on moving. And I want to urge everyone in this group to support each other, to hold each other accountable, to give each other a comment and a like, and support that everybody is on this journey. And especially my students in here, you know who you are, right? You guys show how it's done. You guys help and get the ball rolling. And everybody who's new, go show everybody. You're all amazing, right? Go live. Share, first of all, what you learned. Number 2, make a public declaration of what you're going to implement. And number 3, last but not least, is share something of inspiration. Because one big thing that you will learn during this challenge is that we all have a unique and important message. We all have something that people are waiting for right now. And on the first day, you will find out why that is in far more detail than I could if I quickly said it right now. You will understand that it is your duty to go and inspire others. Because there may just be one person in this group that listens to your live video and thinks like, oh, this person is going through the same thing as me. I'm not alone. Okay, I can do this too. If you can do it, I can do it. Right? You can inspire people without even knowing it. And now that you have that awareness, you can do this, and knowing that you have this effect on people, that you can help people, right? So I want everyone to do it. And I see a lot of commitments coming in here. Yes, you're going to all do this, all right? Now, bring it back. Skept. S-K-E-P-T. Hey, we got Master Shri Akashna in the house. How are you doing? Namadesh. Everybody say Namadesh to amazing Master Shri Akashna, my brother from another mother, my mentor and business partner. Right? So bringing it back to Skept is, make sure to write this down, what this stands for. S stands for a skill set. K stands for knowledge. E stands for experience. P stands for passion, and T stands for talent. Okay? Let me say that once more. S for skill or skill set. P for passion. There's no A. E for experience. P for passion. And T for talent. Now, here's how you're going to use this. Skept is a methodology that we have developed that allows you to figure out, what do you know that other people can benefit from and that you can monetize? Just like me sitting in Vietnam thinking like, wow, I've just monetized my knowledge. Man, that's amazing, right? So what I want you to do is the following. And that's why we have this pre-training, because I want you to have this done before day number 1. Okay? I want you to take a big piece of paper and write down, what are all your skill sets? All your skill sets. Write them all down. Could be anything. Could be skill set for listening, skill set for cooking, skill set for knowing how to operate Excel very quickly, skill set for being able to speak well, whatever it may be. Write them down, all the skill sets. Okay? Number 2, knowledge. What are the topics you have knowledge in? Can be anything. Knowledge that you have learned from school back in the day, knowledge that you've learned from your parents and your upbringing, knowledge that you have learned in society, knowledge that you have from your job, knowledge that you have from YouTube videos that you love watching and therefore pick up a thing or two, knowledge that you got from books, whatever knowledge that you have, write them down, all the different topics. Knowledge about spirituality, knowledge about stones, knowledge about dogs and how to train them, knowledge about vegan food, knowledge about cameras, whatever it be, write them down. Okay? What knowledge do you have? Number 3, what experiences have you had in your life or perhaps are still going through? What experiences that you know that other people can actually benefit from? For instance, maybe you once were in a very difficult relationship, and in that toxic relationship you feel disempowered, and you had the experience of breaking away from that and regaining your power and becoming confident and full of life and passion again. Say if you went through that, just imagine how many other people are there, out there right now experiencing the same, being stuck in a relationship that is not serving them. How many of those people do you think want to know what to do, how to deal with it, how to get out of it, how to find their power again? If you went through that, they would love to know how you do it, how you did it. That could be one thing. Another thing could be maybe you have lost weight in a very fast way by means of still eating all your favorite foods, right? How many people are there out there who want to lose weight, but they don't want to sacrifice their food? Maybe you have amazing recipes, amazing shakes that you're making, perhaps like vegan or of a particular kind of diet that, you love, and you did it with that recipe, with these recipes. You didn't have to sacrifice any of the foods, but you got your result in a short space of time. How many people would like to know that? Would like to know that secret, right? So these are just a few examples. Write down whatever experience you have gone through that you can think, hey, there are other people out there that actually have gone through the same or are going through the same right now that I could help. Then the next, passion. What are all the things that you're passionate about? Write them down. Because a lot of the time, if you can create a business around something that you're passionate about, oh my gosh, it's like party all day long. Right? A lot of the time people ask me, like, why are you so happy all the time? Why are you smiling all the time? It's because I love helping people. How many of you here love helping people? Write that down. If you're passionate about helping people. How many of you are passionate about whatever, right? So just write them down, whatever you're passionate about. I'm passionate about dancing. I'm passionate about singing. I'm passionate about building funnels. I'm passionate about speaking, very passionate about speaking. I'm passionate about martial arts. Write it down, whatever you're passionate about, all of them. Maybe you're passionate about Dragon Ball Z. I'm passionate about Dragon Ball Z. Write it down, right? And at this point, it doesn't matter yet whether you can help people with that particular thing or whether other people are passionate about it. Maybe you're passionate about fluffy socks with 3 holes. 3 holes. Like three toes can go out. Write it down. Yeah, we're not judging the passion right now. Write down what you're passionate about. And then last but not least, making videos. Nice. I love helping people. Nice. A lot of you like helping people. You're in the right place. Now the last one, talent. What are you talented in? What are your talents? Or, and this is another thing of how you can think about it, what have people been complimenting you on ever since you were a child? Like going all the way back. Maybe people have been always complimenting you on being so super patient. Then that is a talent. Write it down. Maybe people have been complimenting you on the fact that you are always very good at listening. That's a talent. Write it down. Maybe you have been talented by knowing how to tap into people, knowing how to understand. Maybe like you have this empathic, like you're an empath. You can feel people's emotions. Write it down. Maybe you're super talented in learning. Like I have that, if I may say. Like I learn super quick. Super quick. That's one of my talents. Another one of my talents is that I have the ability to explain things that most people find difficult in a super easy way, so that anybody, no matter what your background is, you'll be able to understand it. Right? I don't know if you guys have seen my profile or my page. If you haven't, then check it out. But a lot of the time, and I actually use this from people's comments, I've put in there exceptional educator. And it's not because I self-acclaim myself, I'm an exceptional educator. No, it's because my students have been saying that to me. They're saying like, oh, you make everything sound so easy. That's one of my talents. I have, thank God, I have the ability to explain things in an easy way so that no matter what your background is, you can take it on and you can get results, right? So that's one of the things that I would write down. So that is what you write down. That's number one. Okay? Skept. You write down everything. And then you have a big plate of all different things. You're skept. Now, step number two is you're going to have a look at that list, which probably is a big list, and you're going to shortlist it. You're going to shortlist it by looking at which of these things are high in demand. Meaning, which of these things, which of these passions, experiences, knowledges, whatever, can benefit a lot of people. People would really want that. For instance, for me, my knowledge in business and marketing is super high in demand, right? Or my talent of being able to explain so easily is super high in demand. Now, you go check with your list. What is high in demand? I saw some people were saying, like, I've been through that type of relationship. Trust me, that's in demand. And when you go through that list, you put a circle around the things that are high in demand. And I basically want you to come up with, let's say around 5 max, 5 things that you see from your skept that are high in demand. Thank you. Really appreciate it. And that is what you are going to use throughout this challenge to put everything in motion towards you creating your VIP business. Because those 5 areas will be the thing that from that challenge onward, you will start speaking about to people. And you will be testing the market. You'll be listening. Just like me. I, at some point, was talking about happiness, smile, this, that. Like I was speaking about it. Then I was learning about marketing, and then I was starting to speak about marketing. And hey, then I saw that's high in demand. I sold the course. I was like, that's my thing. Right? So this is what you will do too. You will find out what is everything, what is all the possibilities for you. Then you shortlist it to about 5 areas. And on the challenge, I think it is day 2, where we go into the strategies. I'm going to share with you how you're going to take those 5 things from this homework and action it in a way that you can start seeing what people want and how you can benefit people with it, as well as test the market. And that's where things start to get interesting. That's where things start to get fun. But guess what? That's not where it ends. Because right now you have a first initial idea of how you can get started. And let me tell you again, one more time. People are willing to pay big money for your skept, for your knowledge, for your experience, for whatever. I want you to comment that below. People are willing to pay big money for my skept. Comment it below. And this is something that I found out too. When I was on stage selling the course that I didn't have, and a person bought it for 2K, I was like, but why? Why are people paying me a lot of money? And literally, I'm telling you, people are paying me a lot of money to work with them in their business. They're paying a lot of money to join our programs, thousands upon thousands. But why do they pay that? Because they know the return. Let me ask you one thing. If I was to help you in your business, and you have to pay me a few grand for it, but I was to work with you on your business, do you think that you may pick up a thing or two that allow you to make that back big time? If you do, then comment below and say, heck yes, right? If you think that your knowledge is just your knowledge, then you will be amazed by what I'm going to reveal to you guys, because your knowledge is a lot. And why is that so? It's not because of the knowledge per se. It's about what that knowledge can do. It's not my knowledge in funnels or in marketing or in business or in, closing deals or branding or whatever. That thing in per se that is so valuable. What is valuable is what you can do with it and how you can use that, implement it, and make money. Like, for instance, Andrew. I'm going to say it as it is, and I hope Andrew doesn't mind me saying, but Andrew invested a lot of money. He invested a lot of money in our programs. But guess what? The latest investment that he did in our big elite program is a big investment. It's several thousands. The program is a 26,000 program. 26,000 pounds program. GIC, Global Impact Creators. 2 weeks after being in that program, taking massive action, he made 40K. Now, do you guys understand the principle of thinking in ROI, of thinking in return and results? Yes, you're putting down money, but guess what you can do with it and how it allows you to make it back over and over and over and over again. Thanks, Andrew. And he's an amazing superstar. He had that knowledge already. He had that skill set already. It was like burning inside. He was already helping people, but he was undercharging. And I'm here to tell you that it's enough. It's enough with undercharging. It's enough with selling yourself short. You have a lot of value. And if I can inspire you to open up your mind and for you to be willing to say, hey, I want to learn more. I want you to train me to see how you can take this to the next level and actually be paid what you are deserved to be paid for that knowledge, then comment below and say, I'm ready. Because just like Andrew, he had those skills already. It just was a few small tweaks, the belief, the action that allowed him to flourish it. And this is only the beginning. I said to Andrew, we were actually doing a challenge, saying like, hey, making 100K in a year. And then he's like, okay, in 2 weeks, making 40K. So I'm like, okay, let's change the challenge for you. Let's make 1 million. So Andrew, on the way to 1 million, right? That's the type of mindset that I'm looking for you guys to develop. Okay, a lot of people are already here. Nice. Now, on that note, I just want to quickly share with you, we have a contest. Some of you have already been participating in the contest, but this contest is for you guys to win something super special. It is called My Secrets to Abundance, or Secrets of Abundance. Something with secrets and abundance. which is basically my 3-book bundle. In those books, I have a lot of roadmaps and literally things that you just have to do. I want you to do it. Like if you read those books, they're very easy to read. I don't write fluff. I don't write like just very practical steps, very simple, short sentences. Just do this, do that, right? And you can win that, right? You can also buy it. It's for on offer for, I don't know, 19 pounds, but you can win it for free. And how can you win it? You can win it by making a post and sharing how excited you are for this challenge. Now, there are a few rules. I've put the rules in another description of the post that I made earlier this morning. But in any case, let me quickly recap. It has to be positive and inspiring, right? You have to put the link in. The link is tjibaria.com/VIP3. And you have to put 3 hashtags in there. First hashtag is, can't remember. One hashtag is VIP3, I believe. One hashtag is, oh, there we go. Yeah. One hashtag is, oh no, that's not the one. Here we are. Okay, cool. So one hashtag is VIP3. So hashtag VIP3. One is hashtag Tjibaria, and one is hashtag 3-day VIP challenge. Now, if you do that, basically, I'm going to give you a little tip. You have to go live anyways. Why not use that live to do this and be, you can then enter the competition. And on the first day, Tuesday, 25th of August, 7 p.m., when we're starting this challenge, I'm going to announce the winner who gets my secrets to abundance. And yes, you may be thinking like, oh, wow, that's amazing, right? But I'm saying to you guys to do this because it basically is training you up to speak effectively. And I'm going to break that down on day number 2. So I want you to get out of your comfort zone, go live, share, and say to our smilers why everyone should be on this challenge. Right now, we have 72 people at this very moment here with me live still, whereas we have 2K people in this group. What the heck is the rest doing? So tell them why they should be part of this challenge. Tell them what the link is. Explain to them what you have already learned on this pre-training, and this is nothing in comparison to what this challenge will do. Okay? Share with them. Okay, so the link is tjibaria.com. Let me just put it in here. So the link, VIP3, and then the hashtags. Let me just put them in as well. VIP3, hashtag. Oh, and by the way, you do have to follow all of these things because this is the way how we search for all the people who do it, and otherwise we'll just not find you. So you do have to put all these hashtags in, otherwise we won't be able to see who did it. 3-day VIP challenge, challenge, and hashtag Tjibaria, which is me. Okay, so here it is. Just put it in. I'm gonna pin it. Can I pin it? Supposed to be able to pin it. Yeah, there we go. So it's pinned now. You guys can see it. The link is tjibaria.com/VIP3, and then 3 hashtags, VIP3, 3-day VIP challenge. Oh, not Tjibaria. I put Tjibaria without the B. And if you do with the B, that's fine too, but it's not my name. All right. So everybody, I'm looking at you right now. Okay. And I have this one saying, and everybody, like my students will know, people who've been on my lives before will know. I'm going to say this. I'm going to say this every single day. You go live straight away. When I stop this button, I stop this video, you're not going to do any lippy, no trimmy. I would say no lippy. So what I mean is, girls, don't put lipstick on. You're beautiful as it is. You don't need the lipstick. Guys, you don't need to trim your beard. So I always say no lippy, no trimmy. Go live. Action takers. Now you have the chance to prove yourself. Now you have your chance to say yes and figure it out later. No one's going to judge you. I want you to take action. I want you to experience what it is to take action and to see massive growth from that. So on that note, I'm going to say I love you all. I'm super, super, super excited to create some magic with you guys for this challenge. And right now, I'm looking forward to your live videos in this group, by the way, not outside of this group. I'm not going to search and look at videos outside of this group. We're going to look at it in this group. So go live. By the way, our admins do have to approve your video. So sometimes when you go live, you don't see it straight away because we're going through all the posts and then we approve it. So it takes a little bit of time before they get approved, especially when different time zones, when we're sleeping, and obviously we can't approve. So sometimes then it may take a few hours. But just know, go live. No lippy, no trimmy. Go live. Your posts are in good hands. Our admins go through. They'll approve it, and it shows up inside there. Experience the excitement. Yes, it is. So, guys, once again, love you all. Remember these things. Take action. Have a VIP mindset. Invest in yourself, regardless of your situation. These are just excuses. Invest in yourself all the time. That's what Warren Buffett says. You're your own biggest asset. And right now, implement. Okay? So I'm looking forward to see your videos. Bye-bye, and catch you guys on Tuesday. Mwah! Go live.